everyone. Welcome to Off the Charts, episode 160. Today is going to be my Canada Day long weekend special. So you are getting this episode. You live in Canada, my time zone. It'll be Monday. There'll be no episode Tuesday morning because I'm off and I've got fuck all to do today. So I decided, you know what, might as well make my Canada Day episode right now. So before we start off, cheers to you guys. Thank you again for watching. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe and hit that button and tell your friends. So cheers. Happy Canada Day long weekend. So on Canada Day itself, it was super stormy here. And I pulled my back. So I was like, I was not doing anything that day. So I did an episode with Steve on his channel, which was great fun. You guys should check it out. So today I'll be doing Canadian bands, of course. So I've already done an episode, and I'll put the link below of my top 10 Canadian bands. You had Kim Mitchell, Max Webster, Rush, Danko Jones, The Pursuit of Happiness, Triumph, Helix, Lee Aaron, Kickaxe, and Fist. Those are my top 10 Canadian bands. Now, what I'm going to do here is I will be doing 11 to 20. Now, these ones are not in any particular order. I'm just going to do them alphabetically. Oh. Gee, that didn't go down the right hole. As Michael Scott would say, that's what she said. So yeah, I'll be doing my favorite Canadian bands from 11 to 20. Again, no particular order here. So, and probably also at the time I didn't really have any, and I'll explain as I go along if I'm continuing on the collection or not. So first up, April Wine. I had these on cassette for like the longest time. I said, you know what? I'm going to get these on vinyl there. So I'm starting my April Wine collection on vinyl. Not a super rush, but they are pretty easy to find there. So I'll get them as I go along here. So this is one of my favorite ones here, Harder, Faster. So yeah, April Wine. I've seen them live. Oh my God. Three, 4 times also. Fun fact, what the hell was his name again here? Jerry Mercer, yeah, is one of my friend's uncle by marriage, of course. There, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, one of my friends, his uncle is Jerry Mercer, who's now retired, by the way, from April Wine. I think all of them are, except the lead guitarist is just I don't want to say cover band because there's still some original members left, but you know, after how many years they're 50 years playing music there, you know, you're allowed to just go on. And anyway, April Wine, again, no particular order. I'm just doing this in alphabetical order. Next up, I've always liked these guys here. Only lately I've been buying their albums, but man, I had them on digital. So Brighton Rock, man, is this album ever friggin' good? Of course, their big hit was Hanging High and Dry. Friggin' love that song. It's like commercial. It's like your Loverboy or your Honeymoon Suite type of like commercial rock. I guess they're pop rock. I don't know. And One More Try was the other hit on this one. But yeah, this whole album kicks ass here. I'm just missing their third one, which is only available on CD. And of course, as you all know, I don't have a CD player anymore, so may have to get it digitally unless they reissue it. But I believe I know the singer passed away a few years back, and they did a song, like my friend Mitch Lafont he got a whole bunch of artists to do a World with Heroes compilation, and they did a Kiss cover, acoustic, like ballad, not necessarily acoustic, but ballad of Creatures of the Night. It actually works. So anyway, Brighton Rock, Here's another great Canadian band. Next up here, I've done an episode. Well, here I've done a revisiting forgotten bands from this one here. I'm talking about Coney Hatch. This is my favorite album from them. It's got, of course, Devil's Deck, Hey Operator, and of course, Monkey Bars. So here, I'm not going to talk much about it, but like I said, if you want to see an episode about them, check out my video list. There is an episode regarding revisiting forgotten bands. So Coney Hatch, the ones I've done episodes about, I'm not going to talk about as much here. Right, these guys almost made my top 10, but I'm getting into them, and I have all of their discography on digital. Now I'm just slowly starting to get their discography on vinyl, and I've seen them 5 times live. Talking about Harem Scarum. Oh my God, I've seen them on the Mood Swings tour, Voice of Reason tour, and their last album. I forget what it's called here. Let me just see if I can find it here. So prepared for this here, huh? Oh my God. You're all over the place here. United, there you go. I saw them on that tour. So anyway, Canada's own, and they're more popular overseas than Canada. Well, yeah, they're starting to reissue my friend Steph has got a bundle, and he's going to sell me. Well, I already paid for it there. Mood Swings on vinyl also. So I'm going to start getting their whole collection on vinyl now. That's another 13, 14 albums right there. So there you go. Harem Scarum, great band, great talent. More like AOR hard rock, I guess. But yeah, 4 or 5 times live, and we easily see them again. This next one, I've done a revisiting forgotten bands, Headpins. I've got all their collection. These guys are great. They're like hard rock, good hard rock here. I'm not going to talk about them that much. Again, if you want to see the video that I made of their revisiting forgotten bands, well, check it out. It's in my video list there. So Headpins, that's another great one that I like a lot here. All right. I like these guys for like the longest time. I had a digital album of their singles, which at the time, man, every song they released here in Canada, apparently not as much all over the world, but in Canada was a huge hit. These guys were huge back then. So I'm talking about Honeymoon Suite. So I'm slowly making a collection of these guys again. I think I've seen them 3 or 4 times live here. Great band. Man, I saw them open for Whitesnake in Montreal, and there was a comedian opener, and he was introducing them. He goes, "You guys know these guys? There's every freaking song was a hit." And I'm not kidding. Like I said, maybe not all over the world, but every time they released a single or video, they were on the charts here. And then they're still around. They're still making shows here. But yeah, Honeymoon Suite. Slowly starting my Honeymoon Suite collection, even though I have most of it on digital. Just want to get them on vinyl here. So Honeymoon Suite. Here's another one here. Haven't done an episode about these guys yet because I don't have all their albums yet. These guys here. Seen them two or 3 times. Slowly getting their collection, but their last 2 albums going to be a little. I have them all on CD. Just trying to get them on vinyl is a challenge here. So I'm talking about Killer Dwarfs. Man, do I love this album here, and their videos. I've talked about them on my last episode regarding Scatterbrain, regarding like comedy. These are not comedy metal, but their videos were pretty funny. Like, and then when they came out with Dirty Weapons, it's like, let's be serious here. Still great freaking music here. I believe their last two albums are not available on vinyl, but again, I have them all on CD, so you'll see an episode soon. Once I get a few more on vinyl here, just because it's better to see on the album artwork here. I'm a sucker for getting props out there. So here you go. There's another great one here, Stand Tall by Killer Dwarfs. Check out the video for Stand Tall. It's brilliant and funny at the same time. Great way to kind of like rags to riches type of we're a band, not a shitty band here, a band that's trying to get a record contract, and they decide to make their own record. It's a great video here. So anyway, Killer Dwarfs, Stand Tall. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 albums to my knowledge here. I got them all, but I'm trying to get, and it gets tougher and tougher to get them as they go along here. So there you go, Killer Dwarfs, Stand Tall. Actually, this is the only one I did not have on CD because it's ridiculously expensive to find on CD. So Killer Dwarfs, great hard rock, hair metal, I guess, band. Mostly hard rock there. All right. Next up, I've liked these guys all the time. I had a greatest hits on CD. I still do their greatest hits on CD. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get their discography. And I've got, well, pending Steph, whenever he's available to come over to my place there. I'm talking about Loverboy. I've got their first 5 albums on vinyl. He's got one of them right now. He's holding it hostage for me. So, but yeah, who the hell doesn't know Loverboy? And I may have mentioned it on my channel before, but the great Canadian, and it was this comedian on TV, and apparently he was saying the great Canadian question: whatever the fuck happened to Loverboy? Like after their album, is it Wild Side? Yeah, they just kind of stopped or fell off the face of the earth. They're still touring, still a great band here. Another one, like I said, like Honeymoon Suite, and what was the other one there? Harem Scarum, or not Harem Scarum. Look, I mentioned it earlier. Anyway, like commercial hard rock, Brighton Rock, there you go. Like Harem Scarum, like Brighton Rock and Honeymoon Suite. This is like your commercial hard rock. Heavy on the keyboards, but not cheesy keyboards that killed hair metal at one time there. This is great keyboards here. So, yeah, this is Loverboy here. Everybody should know. Yes, Kevin, they are a Canadian band. He was asking from the Kansas connection there. So more to come on the Kansas connection on future episodes here. But anyway, Loverboy, here we go. I'd be surprised if some people know this one here, so I'm just going to have a sip. I just got these vinyls last week, but I've had them on digital or / iTunes for like the longest time. And I'm like, I love this band and I should get them on vinyl. And sure enough, the first 2 were available on vinyl. But apparently I'm the only one who fucking remembers these guys here. Like I've asked around, I was like, there was a video that kept playing on Power Hour all the time. I'm talking about Mindstorm from Winnipeg. The video for Back to Reality is, I mean, it's a product of its time. The special effects they are what they are. But man, did I love that fucking video and song, Back to Reality. I friggin' love it. And I just bought their first 2 albums on vinyl. The third one, probably have to get it on, they'll probably be featured on one of my revisiting forgotten bands there. The discography of late is kind of tricky because certain websites say they have more than 3 albums. Certain places only say they have 3. But if you guys know this one here, what is the official discography of these guys? I have the first 2. I will be getting the third one on digital, obviously, there, because it doesn't exist on vinyl. But anyway, Mindstorm from Winnipeg. I love this album here. And they have a first one too, or forget the name there. Actually, I got it in my digital right here. Man, I came prepared for this one here today, huh? Tabarnak. Mindstorm. It's just called Mindstorm, self-titled. Okay, there you go. So there you go. Mindstorm from Winnipeg, Canada. Another great band here. And last, just to finish off the top 10, I have done a revisiting this band also on my so we want to check it out more on their history and all that. Talking about Tease from Windsor, Canada. If you don't know where Windsor is, just look at Detroit on a map, and then it's literally at the border of, so Detroit and Windsor touch each other on the map there, just to give you an idea of where they are there. So yeah, Tease, I've done an episode of revisiting forgotten bands. These are great albums. This is actually a little bit earlier, so this is like in the 70s and ended in the 80s, if I remember correctly. What is the year? This is 1970. I think all their albums actually are all in the 80s. Sorry, in the 70s, if my memory serves. Yeah, there's 78 here, I guess. Probably my favorite of the Tease records here. Again, this, thanks to Martin Popoff's book here, this is how I discovered these guys here. So yeah, Tease, One Night Stands. Yeah, check out another Canadian band here. So that is my top, I guess, 11 to 20 Canadian bands in time for Canada Day, I guess. So there you go. Once again, the episode will be airing on Monday, July 3rd. Is that it? Yeah, because tomorrow is the American holiday. Always close enough here, but I got some albums here on the way from the States. So I'm hoping, this is what I hate, ordering albums and then it falls into a when they're on their way, and it falls into a holiday, so it gets re-pushed. So yeah, I've had some album. Of course, there's no there's no mail today. So and of course, I'm not in good enough shape to go and do some errands around the house. There's still, my back is still hurting, but it's not as bad. Not as bad as when I did that episode with Steve there on Saturday. Oh, that was bad. Anyway, enough of my fucking rambling here. Happy Canada Day to you, my Canadian friends. Hope you're enjoying your Canada. Holy fuck. Canada Day long weekend. And on that note, we shall see you guys next episode. Take care and keep on watching. I appreciate you. Take care. Bye-bye.